Is it permissible for men and women to mix in a wedding sitting? It depends on those men and those women. Men that are mahrams for the women are not like men who are not mahrams. A mahram man can sit in front of his family members. It's my sister, my mother, my aunt, my daughter, my stepdaughter, وهكذا. It depends. If someone is not a mahram, it's a different story. A woman who's dressed in the proper way is not like a woman who's dressed in the improper way, indecent way. A man and a woman who are not mahrams for each other, sitting in seclusion, is not the same. And I'm not saying it's permissible, but I'm trying to make a point. It's not the same as those who aren't in seclusion. There's a difference between you and the girl in the elevator, Sharif, and between you, the girl, this guy, 3, 4, 5 other people. It's 6 girls and 3 guys on the elevator, including you. Everybody understand this? It's not khalwa. It's not what? It's not the seclusion. It's not just you and what? You and her. Everybody understand this? A meeting and a gathering which is doubtful. It's not like a meeting and a gathering which isn't doubtful, which is clear. It's objective. There's no fitna. There's no riba. There's no doubtful, suspicious, shady things going on. Everybody understand this? I'm not saying that that's permissible. I'm trying to make a point. There's a difference. A dodgy type of sitting and a different type of what? Sitting. Everybody understand this? These are all dawabit, regulations for quote unquote free mixing. As we have explained before, there are times in which free mixing is totally haram, without a doubt. Some of what we just explained. A woman is uncovered. He's not a mahram. They are secluded. They're laughing, they're joking, they're talking, they're looking, they're smiling. That's one thing. And there are other times in which free mixing, quote unquote, is permissible, in which they are relatives, they're related, they cannot marry each other. I go and visit my aunt, it's my sister, my stepdaughter, wahakada. Everybody understand this? There are times in which we are not secluded. It's not just man and woman, but they're men and women. A public place, a dark, secret type of place. Everybody understand this? It's not the same. You bring some brothers over your house for dinner, and your wife comes and she serves a tray of tea. Now, this may not be in your culture. You may not like it in your culture, but to say that it's haram, that's a different story now. That's a what? It's a different story. Everybody understand this? The haram is what's mentioned in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ not to do. So therefore, it depends on the situation. It depends what? On the situation. In general, if people are not, they're not related, they're not mahrams for each other, women are dressed in a certain way, they're laughing, they're joking, they're prettied up, they should not be sitting with each other. They should be separated. On what level of separation? A total different building, a total different wall, they sit on the left, they sit on the right, etc. Let's say what? Wandering eyes. Allahumma musta'an. Tayyib, everybody understand this? The general rule is that if somebody's getting married, it's a time of happiness. It's an occasion. And whenever there's happiness and a special occasion, people automatically let their guards down. There's no doubt about this. A walima, food is involved, drink is involved, the person's guard is automatically what? Down. Because they're happy. We didn't come here to be like, iron and stone. We come here to have fun. Women, they want to dress up, they want to look nice. Rather, some women who wear the proper hijab, on their wedding day, they might get a little just sway. She has on her hijab from the car, but her high heel shoes are on, and she has on no socks. And she lifts up her overgarment to get from the car to the curb to the wedding hall to go inside. Everybody understands? It happens. So therefore, the people should do what? Avoid the fitna. It should be separated. The men should sit and dine, and the women should sit and dine and dance and whatever they're going to do, separated and not together. They should not be together. A man, he goes to see his mother, his aunt, my sister's getting married. Let him leave the men's area and go in the proper place, not enter upon all of the women as some people do. Because it happens, people, they forget, they get sloppy, they lose. She's dancing, this and that. Oh, come see sister. Oh, walk out. Happens what? That quick. That's at best if somebody looks and turns. He may say what? Assalamu alaikum. He may keep looking. Peace be upon all of you. Assalamu alaikunna. Everybody understand this? So this is a problem. So the general Islamic rule is to cut off the cancer in its early stages. Rather, not to cut off the cancer, but to prevent the cancer. There's a major principle in Islam. Saddu dharaya is to prevent vice. Is to do what? To prevent vice. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ forbade a man and a woman being secluded who aren't married to each other, who aren't mahrams for each other. What's wrong with it? He didn't say anything bad to her. He didn't touch her. He didn't kiss her. She's not a fornicatress, but it leads to, no, it leads to what? Vice. We say that. It leads to some type of shar. Allah says, وَلَا تَقْرَبَا هَذِهِ الشَّجَرَةِ فَتَكُونَ مِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ. Approach not this tree, lest you be from the wrongdoers. Allah didn't say don't eat from the tree, but He said what? Don't go near it. Don't go what? Alright, we understand this? And there are many ayat in the Quran, a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ that support the qa'idah of saddu dharaya. Saddu dhari'ah is to cut, to shut, to slam the door closed in front of any vice, anything that leads to something that's harmful. So men and women, they're laughing, they're joking, they're drinking, they're happy. The women, they're playing the duff, they're dancing. She has on makeup, she has on this dress. It's going to lead to shar. The men are sitting here, then gets up, she fixed her kima. It's going to lead to what? It's going to lead to shar. So it should be avoided. And they should not be sitting and mixing and mingling with each other. Hopefully this is clear, inshallah. Wallahu ta'ala alam.